Welcome to the Tensar 3-part link training class, part 3, using the conversation window. My name's Chuck and let's get started. So in the first video we talked about the link client. This is the link client, and we talked about how to start an ad hoc meeting by hitting Meet Now. Now in all link meetings, if you choose to use Linkful audio instead of using a dial-in number, you'll be able to record your session, but if you don't join link audio, you will not be able to record the session, so keep that in mind. In the second video, we talked about setting up an appointment as a link meeting. And at this point, what I've done is I've clicked on Join Meeting, and Neil, the fictitious marketing representative, has joined me as well. And here is the conversation window for our conversation. And you'll notice immediately there are 5 buttons down here, and those correspond to the 5 elements in the conversation window, and let's go over those. So from left to right, we've got the instant message button, and I can instant message everyone in the meeting and they can message back. And if I like, I actually can double click right on an individual and instant message them, and then they can instant message me back. So keep that in mind, that you might want to turn off instant messaging so you don't get other windows, so they pay attention to what you're actually presenting in your conversation window. Next over is the mute and the call button, and that corresponds to this area right up here. And if I wanted to, I could hang up the call, but I'm not going to do that. Now I can have a multiple link calls going at once, but every time I get on one, it puts the other on hold. So I have to go back to the other one to take it off hold. I don't have to have a link call to present or instant message. And the next button over is the video preview button and the camera button. I don't have a camera connected to this desktop. Keep in mind, all you need to join a link meeting is a set of iPhone headphones so that you at least have speakers and a microphone. This video button corresponds to the gallery. Now I can pop the gallery out if I like, or I can pop it back in. I don't have video, but Neil does, and I'm actually playing the part of Neil today. So if I start Neil's video, you'll be able to see, hey, how's it going, everybody? But I'm going to go ahead and pop that back in. Now keep in mind, Link will support up to 1,000 video streams, but it eats up bandwidth, and it'll only show you the 7 most active video streams. So keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and turn that video off so it's not distracting. Next over, we have the presentation window. I'm going to skip over that for right now. Actually, the presentation button, sorry, I misspoke. The next button over is the participants button, and if I toggle it off and I hover over it, you can see I go to participants, but it's also got this tab that says actions. So I'm going to toggle it back on. I could use the participants button to invite more people, but more importantly, on the actions tab, I can mute the whole audience. I can make everyone an attendee, which I'll go ahead and do now. That's pretty important. I can have no attendee video. I can hide the names if I want. So that's a lot of that functionality. Now keep in mind, attendees cannot present materials over a link, and neither can guests, but guests and attendees can be made presenters by right-clicking and clicking Make a Presenter. Now, when you make somebody a presenter, they'll be able to see all of your PowerPoint notes and your slide deck. So be aware of that, and they could possibly hijack your presentation as well. Let's go back to the Present button. So here you can see that I'm presenting a desktop, and I've got a whole row of options here, and I've also got this Manage Presentable Content. This area, as you can see, it says Hide Stage. That actually corresponds to the stage right here. So I can share a desktop, an individual program, a PowerPoint presentation, a whiteboard, or I can present a poll. QA isn't functional yet. That'll come in a further video series, as well as OneNote. Now I have these 3 tabs across the top: Present, OneNote, and Attachments, but you're really only going to use Present and Attachments. Attachments is used to attach a file while you're in the meeting if you didn't attach one previously. But the ones you attached previously will show up in there. So I could attach a file here, and I can actually control the permissions of who is able to download, and I get a little bit more information here, and I can actually remove the attachment as well. But back to the present button and to the present tab. So I'm presenting my desktop, and indeed if I go up to the very top here I can see where it says currently presenting. I just unpinned it. You can pin or unpin that present bar, and you can actually slide it back and forth. The present bar also allows you to give control to people. So if I opened up Microsoft Word and put this in here, and then I gave control to Neil to the desktop I am presenting, he can go in and poorly type my name. Now, if I'm presenting my entire desktop, if I have an extra email come in, Neil's going to be able to see that. So I may just want to present a program instead. Now, I could choose to present my inbox as well, but I'm just going to present the document. Now, watch what happens to the stage when I do this. So right now he can see everything going on my desktop, but when I hit present, now he can only see the Word program. And if I'd like to, I can take control back. Actually, I don't think he has control now. I'd have to give it to him, but I would take control back by clicking take back control. I'm going to go back to presenting my desktop. Actually, what I'm going to do is present a PowerPoint now. So I'm going to go ahead and load this PowerPoint presentation. Now, I could have just shared my program, but there's a little bit of a lag if you do that. This actually pushes the PowerPoint presentation up in the cloud, so anybody who is a presenter will be able to take over a presentation from you. The other advantage is that it puts your thumbnails of your slides up here if you'd like, and also the notes if I had any notes. So keep that in mind. Also, since Neil's a presenter, he could actually mark up my slides, and if I didn't want him to be able to do that, I'd actually right click and make him an attendee again. Okay, and you can also present a whiteboard. So a whiteboard's good because I can insert a picture. So let's go up here and go ahead and present a picture like this. And what I can do is I can annotate it, and I can put in there, okay, so here's the general shape of the GeoGrid, and if I presented something else like you know, a job site here, I'd probably want to clear this off here. Alright, let's represent that. So I could actually go ahead and say, okay, well, this is the area we're concerned with, and I could actually point it out as with a laser pointer. And also, anyone joining the meeting like Neil could actually also say, no, we're actually looking over here, and then I could join them over here. I've also got the ability to present a poll. And, you know, I could have, you know, there, and then everybody can vote in the poll, and you can vote in the poll if you like as well. Now, you see I've got a lot of presentable content going. If I hit that, I can actually remove all of this. And so that's about it for the presentation window. Now, pay attention to these three dots over here. If I click on those, this is how you end a meeting. When you click on these three dots, it ends the meeting. If I X out, it leaves everybody in the meeting. So I'm going to end that meeting now. This concludes part 3 of the TensorLink training course. Thanks for attending. My name's Chuck, and have a great day.